Hello, and welcome to today's journal author interview. I'm Don Finn, and I serve as the COABE journal editor. And it is my pleasure today to talk to two of our authors from a piece that's featured in our professional development themed journal. The article that they contributed to is called Improving Professional Development for Adult Education Instructors Using Universal Design for Learning. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and have them introduce themselves. We have Tara Schwab and we have Sarah Goldammer. So Tara, would you mind saying hello to everybody? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, I'm Tara Schwab from the Southern Illinois Professional Development Center, and I've been in adult education for about 16 years in all different capacities, and I'm very happy to be here today. Thank you.
And I'm Sarah Goldammer, also from the Southern Illinois Professional Development Center. We are part of a professional development network in the state of Illinois. And I've been in adult education for 23 years, been teaching longer than that. So I think I better leave those years out.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Tara and Sarah. Thank you so much for the little background on yourselves. And so in your piece, you focus on, because it's professional development, you're focusing on the professional development and the integration of universal design for learning principles, which is really great. And so really the first question is, Sarah, I'll throw it to you. Why did you write this article for the COABE Journal?
Thanks, Don. We're really passionate about adult education learners and passionate about their teachers and how we can serve them through professional development. We're equally passionate about UDL, Universal Design for Learning, and the benefits that we see through designing for variability. And as professional developers and experienced teachers, we believe that quality PD should include modeling of effective practices. And we've seen that when we contextualize applications for the classroom use in our PD, that leads to deeper learning for the teachers and enhances possibilities for integration. And so we were just really passionate about sharing that.
Thank you for that, Sarah. And I really do appreciate as well how in your article you are modeling some best practices as far as providing examples and so on. So Tara, let me throw this question to you. How will adult education practitioners benefit from reading your article? And how will that then benefit their learners?
We hope professional developers reading this article will be inspired to infuse what we call UDPD, which is Universal Design for Professional Development, and use Universal Design for Learning principles within their PD offerings altogether. In addition, there are many effective, concrete examples for UDL integration into any adult education classroom. So teachers can find value in both the research-cited as well as the proven strategies we reference. We also hope anyone reading the article is inspired by the responses from some of our teachers we've trained. They've reported a difference for their classrooms, for their learners, and for themselves as educators. They see the power of UDL and designing for inclusive and accessible classrooms. So viewing teaching and learning through the UDL lens makes a huge difference. Ultimately, we want everyone to be as passionate about UDL as we are.
Thank you for that, Tara. And yeah, I definitely appreciate the way that you put the article together. And, one of the things that we value in the COABE Journal is to be able to provide examples and to be able to provide takeaways. And so from your perspective, what do you hope readers will take away from your article?
We hope that both professional development providers and teachers are inspired to try one new strategy. CAST, the Center for Applied Special Technologies, who partnered with us in authoring this article, states, small changes make big impacts. So we'd love for everyone to make one change in their teaching and see the impact. We believe they'll be inspired to use the UDL and how they engage with learners, especially in an online setting, and how they ensure content is presented in a variety of ways to allow for choice and representation. Lastly, we hope they see the difference it makes in the quality of responses when we allow learners options for action and expression. UDL not only has an impact on how we learn, it intrinsically changes the learner by shifting the way they see themselves. So changing that lens, that's everything.
That's great. Thank you for that, Tara. And really, the way that you've broken down this article, not only have you talked about CAST and the origins of UDL, but then you talked about the guidelines as well, which is excellent. We really appreciate that. And so, well, Sarah, let me bounce it back to you. So do you have any additional comments that you would like to share about the article, about its impact or its application?
Yeah, if I could just build on something that Tara talked about changing the learner itself, himself or herself. I think equally important to implementing UDL principles into the instruction is enhancing the instructors sharing the UDL principles with the learners. Rather than UDL happening to them, the learners become active users of UDL concepts. And then they can apply these in their other aspects of their own life, in the work or training for work that they're going to do, in their daily living. So we think that communication about UDL concepts is really important. It empowers students to take control of how they learn instead of just learning. And we have found that watching that aha moment for both teachers and for learners can be so powerful and so rewarding. So we hope that others take away something, use it, and get that same reward from them. Teaching people rather than content, focusing on how people learn rather than simple just what they're learning, can be the foundational piece, and that can really help in building persistence with learners as well.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Sarah. And really, we do appreciate this contribution because, as we know, adult education practitioners are adult learners. And so being able to experience professional development that integrates UDL concepts and constructs can also help to benefit them in their practice with their learners through modeling and also engagement. So thank you so much. And again, the title of the article is Improving Professional Development for Adult Education Instructors Using Universal Design for Learning. And again, that article is going to be published in the professional development themed edition of the COABE Journal. You can go to coabe.org and click on the COABE Journal link on the webpage. And there you can download this article, the entire publication, and also look at our archives. So again, Sarah, Tara, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your contributions. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you a good day.